Okay, this is Steve again. I am moved out into a little bit more light. That looked like a little bit of a darker video, so we'll see if this works any better. This is the NoName video, first of probably many iterations. We'll go through lots of different people that are talking about the same things and different venues or locations where we're talking about similar topics of interest to what we're doing. And this one is NoName, and it kind of started, at least from my perspective, with a America song, Horse with No Name, and progressed to a girl with no name. That would be a singer-songwriter. I think he was Steely Dan age, 19 years old, hey 19, from Dublin, who was on Britain's Got Talent or Britain's X Factor, I forget which. And he sang a song about his love interest, and the song's name was No Name. And he was asked rather aggressively by the judges to reveal the name, and he refused. And then he sang the song, and everybody was in tears, and it's got millions and millions of views. And then we get to the Tribe with No Name. That's the third one. First one is the horse. We're in the year of the horse now. And 14, while I'm doing this, 14 is a horse year, and we're right smack in the middle of the first quarter of the horse year. Year of the horse, Chinese zodiac. And then we have the girl, and now we have the tribe. So we have H, that's the horse, no name, and we have the girl, G, and we have the tribe, HGT. And I won't go into the significance of those three letters, but the tribe with no name is a departure from the recruiting space, especially the modern variation of recruiting to a business, a biz-op. We call them biz-op sometimes. Some call them that derogatorily because most everyone fails in biz-ops. And this has actually been going on for over 100 years. Avon started in the late 1890s, so it's in its third century if you start the starting point at Avon. But if you go back in time to the buggies, the carriages where they were selling snake oil and they were huckstering, if you will, at the small towns all across America, then it's 150 years old. And if you go back to the caravans and the camels, and I don't know, the Gobi Desert in the Middle East and the Sahara, well, it's thousands of years old. So barter and selling out of your van and selling with a flip cam on YouTube is a very, very old science. The tools change, the products change, the services change. The behavior still makes a great deal of money, including it'll make you rich if you get good at it, like many of my friends have done. So those are the three no names, and I will present you with links that discuss all three of the # no name or # no name derivatives, from horse with no name to the girl with no name. That would be courtesy of Ryan O'Shaughnessy, the sea monster. Ryan O'Shaughnessy. Ryan O'Shaughnessy, if you kind of slow it down a little bit, you get Ryan O'Shaughnessy. And boy, did he shock the Nessies in the audience. All the girls were in tears. And Nessie herself, probably up on Loch Ness, was in tears while this Dubliner was playing this song for his love interest, who remains nameless. I'm sure it's in there if you dig it out of the YouTube comments, but even the judges, even Simon Cowell himself still was asking, who is this girl? We got to find out who this girl is. And I think I noticed that they're not really an item anymore, so he got pretty famous on YouTube because of a love interest that didn't really return his love. That kind of happens more often than we like to admit. And that's the opening salvo in the lengthier conversation that we'll have in other videos and other writings about # no name.